Hey, this is Meredith's husband. I've got some SEO advice for you, but I'm going to keep it really simple so that you can understand it, so it makes sense, and most importantly, so you can actually use it. This week brought to you by
Hungry Root.
Hungry Root. Yes, Hungry Root.
Our beloved Hungry Root. Yum,
All right.
Yum, 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 yum,
And-
yum, 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 yum.
And so let's do a little taste test
Okay.
this week.
Okay.
Not a taste test. We're going to compare ChatGPT
Yes.
to the new Google AI model.
Which is Gemini?
It's the new Google AI mode. Gemini is what powers it, but it's, as I mentioned, I think a couple weeks ago.
Not that I was listening.
Yeah,
Or
Google
remembering.
Google has that generative search feature where you do a search and it comes up, and the first results are like generated by AI.
Yes.
That was technically in beta or something. It was experimental mode.
Right.
So it wasn't final. It has been released in what is the final mode now to free Gmail accounts, not paid like Google
you
Workspace
mentioned
accounts.
that.
Yeah. So if you go to Google and you do a search, up at the top it says like all images, videos, maps. It has that little option. There is now one called AI mode.
Oh.
And if you click on that, it's much more similar to the functionality of ChatGPT.
Oh.
Okay. So it's now and it's now official.
Oh, what is it called?
It's called AI mode. Yeah. It's actually, I think, in terms of like Google is one of the things they're really not good at is naming things.
That's what you've mentioned.
I kind of like this. It's just very simple and direct, and
It's very
it doesn't leave you guessing.
clear.
Yeah. So anyway, since we have talked about this many times in the past, ChatGPT and versus Google and Gemini and what are they doing, and ChatGPT has an advantage and blah blah blah. And
But
people
you said Google's going to catch up.
that has been my argument.
Yes.
One of my arguments. Well, that has been my argument. And
Just that.
well, there's reasons why. I have sub arguments in there.
Yeah, because you said they take everything from Google.
Well, yeah, because when people started saying, "Oh, when ChatGPT came out, it's the SEO killer. SEO is dead."
Right.
And when my first response was, "Well, where do you think ChatGPT is getting their information?"
Exactly.
Yeah, it's coming from a
Remember that.
search engine. Now, technically, they say it's coming only from the search engine Bing.
Bing.
Who knows? I kind of doubt that's true. I figure some of their information might be coming from Google, but it doesn't matter because Google is going to come out, or they have come out now with their own AI search mode, and it's going to be based on their search engine. So the whole AI interface is really just kind of accessing and digging through search engines for us. And another thing I said is that ChatGPT has an advantage. Definitely, it's more user. They had a big head start on Google. I think they probably still have an advantage. But my argument was that Google's going to catch up. Google is not just going to sit back and be like, "Oh, well, somebody came up with a better idea than us. I guess we'll just go out of business." Like
The underdog.
Well, yeah.
Always root for the underdog.
I can't believe Google isn't ever the underdog. But okay.
We all have to start somewhere.
Earlier this week, I was working on my platform SEIQ, and there's a section there's a couple sections where I have little lessons, like just how to do XYZ tutorials. I didn't know exactly what to call them. I still don't know what to call them. I just call them lessons right now. But I kind of wanted
Snacks?
a better, yeah, perhaps. We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
I kind of wanted I just wanted something a little like cute, friendly, kind of memorable, but still obvious what it was. And I thought, well, let me see what ChatGPT says. And also because Google has the new AI mode, let me see what they both say. Let's do the same query and both of them do the same prompt and see what they come back as.
Yeah.
So I did that. I then thought, oh, well, hey, people seem to really like the episodes that we do on AI. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they like them or if they just download, because they get more downloads. That's the only thing I can tell. But they do get more downloads. So I figured, let's do this. And so I did this. I did 3 little tests because this first one, I'll go through the results in a second.
Okay.
And you can kind of make up your own mind.
Oh, I will. Are any as good as snacks?
You'll see in a second.
Okay.
So then I thought, okay, well, that's not that, that single test is, once I did, I'm like, okay, well, that's not really very definitive, as we'll see in a second. So I did a couple more. I did one thinking about what you as a photographer might use AI for. And so that I typed in a question about blogging for children's photographers. What should you blog about? Oh. And then I did one about, well, I should probably ask something where I really have, if I'm going to evaluate the answers, I should do something that I know about.
Yes.
So I typed in, how do you become a totally awesome person? I'm just kidding. I asked it something about SEO. Okay, so let's go through these. So I'm going to go through each of them and just kind of read through what they gave me as results.
That sounds good.
Kind of quickly. So the first one, I just said, what is a cute name for a bite-sized piece of learning content? So that's my lesson, right? Those are my lessons. And ChatGPT initially came back with just one suggestion. I said, please expand upon that.
What was that one suggestion?
That was brain snack.
Interesting.
Yeah. I asked to expand that a little bit because what I had gotten, I first tried the Google AI mode and it came back with a longer list. So I now have a list from both, and each of the lists are in 3 categories. In ChatGPT, the categories are food themed, plant and nature themed, and magic and fantasy.
Wow, you're just talking my language.
Yeah.
All 3.
Yeah. So let's go through the ChatGPT. In the food themed, here are their ideas. Brain snack, knowledge crumb, learning morsel, thought popcorn, and idea slice. Not amazing. I'm not blown away by those. But to be honest, or to be fair, I should say, that prompt that I gave it is pretty vague. Like, you can get better responses if you make your prompts more detailed.
Yes.
Okay. The next section, the plant and nature themed from ChatGPT, the ideas were idea sprout, brain bloom, learning leaf, knowledge seed, and thought twig. Equally not really impressive there, although I did kind of like the idea of the seed.
It's quite visual. They've done quite a lot with that.
Because there are two sections where I have lessons, and one of those sections is just more concept-based, like explaining concepts. And then the other section is more like over-the-shoulder demo tutorial type stuff. So for those conceptual lessons, the idea of a seed seemed appropriate, although I don't love knowledge seed. But okay. The final category here, magic and fantasy. And the suggestions here are thought spark, idea potion, wisdom wand, learning charm, and brain blink.
Rain blink?
Brain blink.
Raindrops.
Okay. So not crazy about them. Okay. Did the same thing in Google's new AI mode. And it came back also in 3 different categories. The first is general and playful. The second category is emphasizing ease and speed. And the third category is metaphorical and whimsical.
Ooh, I like the first and third.
Okay, so let's go through these. In the first category, general and playful, the ideas were learn bites, knowledge nibblers, brain snacks, mind munchies, smarty bits, and info morsels. I actually like Smarty Bits.
Smarty Bits is so hilarious. It's almost Smarty Pants.
And it says, and one thing, a difference here is the list in Google's AI mode. Each of those comes with a kind of explanation. So like it says Smarty Bits, and then a playful name using a candy reference for a sweet learning experience. The value of that definition is,
TBD.
Yeah. But it's there. It's kind of nice to have. Okay. So those are not bad. I mean, one of them is the exact same, brain snacks. Yeah. But okay. The second category, emphasizing ease and speed. The ideas are quick learn, swift study, snap insights, and flash facts. All right. And the final category, metaphorical and whimsical. Learning nuggets, wisdom drops, insight sprouts, curio capsules.
Insight
sprouts. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. An insight.
That's cute.
That is cute. And skill sprinkles. Oof. Yeah. Okay.
That's a lot of crunch.
Comparing those two, I kind of like what Google came back with a little more.
I would say by a thin thread.
Yes, it's not definitive, but
no, they're both mediocre.
I'm really not that impressed with either one.
See, my problem with AI, it's not original. That everything they say has been said before.
Yeah, of course. So I decided let's try another question.
Yes.
That might help distinguish the two. So I try to think of something like you might actually, or a photographer, something, and a question that you might have for AI. So I typed in, what should I blog about as a professional children's photographer in Brooklyn, New York?
Very nice.
Type that into both. Okay, so let's go over, which one do you want to do first?
Oh, I think we should stay with the routine.
Okay, ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And again, 3 categories. Oh, actually, no, more than 3. I'm going to just try to summarize these as best I can. So first of 5 categories is called Brooklyn-focused guides and lists. And it gives some examples. Best places for a family and children's photo shoot in Brooklyn. Top 5 parks in Brooklyn for magical outdoor kids photos. Okay, you get the idea. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. People do these.
Insightful.
And I feel like it comes up with these ideas because people do these, because these are pretty common.
Yeah.
Category number 2, tips for parents and families.
Yes.
Tip number 1, how to prepare your child for a stress-free photo shoot.
Ooh.
Number 2, what to wear for a Brooklyn family photo shoot. Styling tips for kids and parents. Number 3, how to get natural smiles from shy or energetic kids. Ooh. Okay, we get the idea. That one actually is not bad. That's especially for you. Yeah, that's kind of one of your secret sauces, I would say.
Secret sauces.
Yeah. The third category, storytelling and showcasing your work. The tips are behind the scenes of a typical children's photographer.
Everyone wants BTS.
Everyone wants what?
Behind the scenes.
Yeah. Second tip, how I capture the magic of childhood in every frame. Third idea, the client story, a magical fall session at Prospect Park. Another one, favorite moments, sweetest kids' reactions I've ever photographed. That's actually not.
That's very nice.
Could be cute.
That's sweet. I like the sweetness.
Yeah. Actually, I really kind of like that one. Yeah. Good job, ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Okay. Fifth and final category, expertise building and SEO boosters.
Ooh.
Okay. Tip number 1, how to choose the right children's photographer in Brooklyn. Wow.
Yeah.
That's everybody's done that.
Yeah.
Tip number 2, why professional children's photography is worth the investment.
Yes.
The psychology behind capturing genuine expressions in kids.
Ooh. I'm interested in that.
Yeah. That's kind of maybe not the same, but
It's on the same boat.
the one. Same boat. And 5 signs you've picked the perfect photo shoot location. Okay. Yeah. All right. Whatever.
Not bad.
Okay.
Honestly, not bad.
A couple good ideas in there.
A few gems.
Let's jump over to the Google AI mode. Same question.
Okay. Yes. Very good.
Categories. Oh, actually, there's a whole bunch of things here.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's a pretty big list. I'm going to summarize.
Good idea.
Three major categories, and then those are broken down. Number 1, showcase your work and expertise. The first point in this category is recent session spotlights, and then it gives a couple examples. So this is like a bullet list with lots of bullets indented. It's actually formatted quite nicely, I think. So recent session spotlights, and then it gives examples, quote, a fun family session at Prospect Park, end quote. I guess that's the name of the blog. And then it says, share photos and stories from a recent shoot, emphasizing the fun and unique aspects of photographing kids. Okay, kind of generic, but I do like it's very detailed.
It's kind of similar to the last thing on ChatGPT.
Yeah, anyway, let me go to the next one.
Please.
Next example in this recent session spotlight. It says, quote, the name of the blog would be Newborn Magic in a Brooklyn Home, end quote. Showcase a newborn session discussing the challenges and joys of capturing those early moments. Same. Yeah. Okay. 2 examples of basically the same thing. Then category number 2, behind the scenes. A day in the life of a Brooklyn kids photographer. Give readers a peek into your process from preparation to post-processing. I think
it's great.
Yeah.
All I'm thinking is, oh my God, that's so time consuming.
Yeah. That would be a time. But also it is not just, I think, a blog. That's something that people who are interested in hiring you would love to look at.
It's quite a valuable, nutritious nugget.
Yeah. The second one in this category of behind the scenes is tips for keeping kids happy during photo shoots. Share practical advice for parents and maybe even fun activities you use to engage children. Okay, similar to something that ChatGPT.
This seems a little more.
Yeah, but it's
human.
It is more detailed. It's more fleshed out. Third category, technical tips and advice. An example here, choosing the best time of day for outdoor photo shoots in Brooklyn. Discuss how lighting affects photography and the best times for outdoor shoots in your area.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I like it. Second tip here, what to wear for your family shoot. I feel like everybody's done that. That's good advice too.
Yeah,
I mean,
people always
that's
want to know.
like, if not for SEO, then it's something you could send to your clients right before their shoot.
Right.
A couple days before, so they have time to do laundry.
Or shopping.
Fourth category, favorite sports and local focus.
What?
Favorite sports and local focus.
No, I heard it. I just sports.
First tip. My favorite Brooklyn locations for children's photo shoots, and highlight visually appealing spots like the Brooklyn Bridge Park, Dumbo, or Prospect Park with tips for shooting there. Okay, now that's pretty specific. The second tip here, capturing the charm of Brooklyn kids, local inspiration. Share photos that capture the unique personality and style of children in your community. I'm not crazy about that one at all.
I like that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like that one because that gives you an opportunity to showcase different kids in different places. I like that one.
Okay. Well, if you like it, then yeah.
I'm not gonna write
Okay.
it, but
The
I like it.
second major category here is attract clients and build community.
Yes.
And then there are 3 subtopics here. Number 1, FAQ and client guides. And it has examples: preparing your child's milestone photo shoot, address common questions, and provide a checklist. Again, good to have, probably even just for people who have already booked with you,
Oh, 100%.
not necessarily for SEO. I'm going to skip over
Please.
down to the final category here. Boost your blog and online presence. And this is for what they call SEO optimization, which I always kind of think is funny when people say SEO optimization, because SEO stands for search engine optimization. And so what you are saying is search engine optimization. Okay, SEO optimization. Incorporate relevant keywords like Brooklyn children's photographer, family photographer Brooklyn, newborn photography NYC, etc. Okay.
It's not basic.
Yeah, that's super basic.
Almost too basic.
Very, very
so
basic.
basic. Oh my God, you're so basic.
The second example here is optimize blog post titles, meta descriptions, and image alt text. Okay, yeah, like super, super vague, verging on not good advice. Like optimize your meta descriptions. Yeah, you don't really need to do that. You just got to make sure you have them. Okay. Second category underneath, boost your blog and online presence. Engage with your audience. Examples: encourage comments and questions in your blog post, share your blog posts on social media, and invite engagement. So I like the idea of share your blog posts on social media. I'm not crazy about encouraging comments and questions on your blog posts. That can become a nightmare.
Oh,
with
really?
spam.
It doesn't
With spam.
help? Oh, spam.
So it can help. Yeah. Engagement, like Google will recognize engagement. But the problem is when you open up your blogs to comments, you're going to get like 99.9999999% spam. Of all the clients I've ever helped manage their websites, and most of them were on WordPress, I don't think I have ever once seen a legitimate comment. Okay.
They started strong,
Yeah, they did.
but a little bit weak on the exit.
And I still kind of give the advantage there to Google. Guess what?
What?
We have a sponsor.
We do?
Guess who it is? You'll never guess. It's Hungry Root.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
You asked them?
Yes.
Like I said you should?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am. They gave me
What?
a discount code
Are
that
you
I can
serious?
pass on. Yes. So Hungry Root, if you haven't heard us talk about Hungry Root in the other
this is so
episode,
exciting.
it's kind of like Blue Apron, but we use it for one reason, because it has tons of options for vegans, vegetarians, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And as you said, it has really changed our lives.
It actually has.
It really has. Like, I don't want to oversell it, but it has literally changed. It's amazing. The discount they said I could give out is $50 off your first order of $100. So if you want to try it for a week, order $100 of food and get 50 off. So you get $100 worth of food for $50.
Half off.
Yeah.
That's literally half off.
Yeah, that's half off.
That's so cool. Yeah, but yes. Yes, but again, it's like 2 soggy crackers.
Okay. So the third one, third question. So those were two. We just covered 2 questions. Yeah. Hold on, I got to find it.
Oh, please do. Take your time.
Okay, so this is the one where I thought, well, I should ask about something I know a lot about.
Yes.
So I can really evaluate the quality.
Yeah.
So I said, what are some SEO tips for a local business owner?
There we go.
Okay. ChatGPT.
Here.
Woo, holy cow. 10 different categories.
Whoa.
I'm not going to go through all. I'm going to try to abbreviate this. ChatGPT, number 1, claim and optimize your Google business profile. Yeah, please. Definitely. Number 2, use local keywords naturally. Yeah, I like that one too. Use keywords naturally as it fits in. Don't feel that
Force
you have. Yeah, exactly.
them in.
There is one that has 3 bullet points. There is one thing here that I disagree with. It says place keywords in your page titles. Meta descriptions doesn't matter. Meta descriptions does not matter at all. Headers and homepage content. The rest of these are kind of basic. Number 3, optimize for mobile. Yeah, that's important. But if you're on WordPress or Squarespace or Showit, that's usually going to be done for the most part for you.
Except in my case.
Number 4, create location pages if relevant. So location pages if you live in a place where there are multiple neighborhoods. So if you were targeting, say, Brooklyn, you would talk about Park Slope, you talk about Dumbo, you talk about
Clinton
Brooklyn
Hill,
Bridge Park.
Brooklyn Heights.
Yeah. I've had clients who do that. And that's good advice. If it's appropriate, definitely for somebody like you would want to focus on Park Slope because that's where you are located.
Yes.
Point number 5, get local backlinks. And it says partner with other local businesses, cafes, event planners, kids clothing boutiques for cross promotion. In terms of SEO, yeah, that's super. That's local backlinks, very good. Number 6, use structured data. This is kind of technical, but I'm not even going to get into it. It's fairly technical. Again, on platforms like Squarespace, should be done for you. Although, to be honest, Squarespace does it incorrectly, unfortunately, and it doesn't work. But nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Point 7, post localized content. So pretty similar. It's saying talk about your local areas, things that are local. Point number 8, encourage and manage reviews everywhere. And then it says Google's number 1, but also get reviews on Yelp, Facebook, Nextdoor, Thumbtack, or any other platform where locals might search. I actually like the fact that it came up with those suggestions, like those exact, like Google, Yelp, Facebook. But yes, get reviews. Won't help with SEO so much, but it's good to have reviews.
Yeah.
Actually, I take that back. It probably is good for your SEO to have reviews on Google.
Yes.
Number 9 of 10, consistency is critical. And then this is for what we call it says NAP, N-A-P, which stands for name, address, and phone number. And yeah, those need to be very consistent everywhere they're listed. So on your website, on your Google business profile, on your Yelp page, everywhere needs to be identical. That is super important. Yes. So true. Yes. And then number 10, monitor with tools. It says things like set up Google Search Console to track, use Google Analytics. So
Not so bad.
All that stuff is, to be honest, pretty good. So let's jump over to Google. Now I have high expectations here for Google since it is Google.
Right. And considering ChatGPT mentioned them in at least 2 of their categories.
So let's see. Number 1, hey, optimize your Google business profile. Okay. And then it breaks that down into number 1. It says claim and verify, gives a little explanation of how to do that. Fill out every section thoroughly and accurately, including business hours, services, and contact details. And then the 4th point, high quality photos. Then it says upload professional photos of your work, studio, or equipment. And then the 5th point here, encourage and respond to reviews. Okay, that's really good. Yeah. Basically the same point that ChatGPT had in number 1, but I think it is more helpful. Helpful, yeah, exactly. Okay, number 2 from Google, keyword research and implementation. What it's saying here is similar to ChatGPT's point number 2. ChatGPT, remember, said use local keywords naturally. This is kind of saying the same thing, but in a much drier format. Keyword research and implementation. Same type of stuff, though. Yeah. Point number 3, on-page optimization. Again, a little dry and technical sounding, but yes. And the points here are location-specific landing pages, like the location pages we were talking about, local content, NAP consistency, schema markup. which is the
What?
structured content. It's also called schema markup. So same things. There is more description here, I will say, that is helpful. Like when it under NAP consistency, it says ensure your business name, address, and phone number, NAP, are
That's what the
accurate.
last one was.
Accurate and consistent across your website and all online listings. Like, yes, that is a very good tip. Schema markup. Yeah, I would get like that's the one I said I wasn't going to get into because it's technical. Okay. Point number 4, link building and citations.
Yeah.
Yeah, like absolutely. And it says citations here. We've talked about this before. Citations are a very specific type of link.
Yes.
And it's, again, this is the language being used here is more, it's not as friendly and casual. It's more like link building and citations.
Right.
Whereas
ChatGPT
said get local backlinks.
Yeah.
But in this category in Google, it says local directories, local backlinks, and guest blogging. And then it gives it some explanation of each of those 3. It is very good.
Okay.
Point number 5, mobile optimization.
Yeah.
Has a couple points here. Again, very good. Category number 6, track your progress. Again, Google Analytics, Google Search Console, local rank trackers. But, to be fair to Google, like Google is not endorsing any of these answers. These things are just coming from, and it gives a list of sources, but it's not like Google is actually suggesting these things.
Right. Can you hear Buster snoring?
I can always hear Buster snoring. Okay. I hear Buster snoring in my dreams. And then there's a final category here, key takeaways. Local focus, emphasize your presence and services within Brooklyn. Consistency, some details. Quality content, it gives some details. Engage with your community, gives some details. Monitor and adapt, it gives some details. Pretty good. I think that's pretty solid, but a little dry. I think the ChatGPT there wins for just being kind of friendly and casual. But again, I think in terms of the
information provided?
Actual information, I want to give the nod to Google.
Yeah, I feel
Google AI
the same.
there. I don't know. What do you think between those two?
Me? Or are you asking a listener?
Yeah, no, I'm asking
I kind of feel the same way. I feel that they both covered pretty much the same things.
Yes.
And I think they're both helpful in their own way.
I agree. I think Google is a bit more helpful here. And I will say, you remember when we were talking about ChatGPT and their search features several episodes again, and I said, well,
several episodes
ago. And I said, don't think that Google is not going to catch up. They are going to do something similar. Well, this is very, very similar.
Very similar. It would be nice if they could take it and run with it.
Oh, I'm sure they are. Oh, absolutely. But for right now, I think this new AI mode has gone a long ways in catching up to what ChatGPT is doing in terms of you and I using it as consumers. So one area that ChatGPT still has a, I'm sure, massive advantage is they are powering all these online tools.
Right.
Where you sign up for some service and it's like, it says powered by AI or whatever. They're most likely using ChatGPT. Right. I don't think they're using Google. But for you and I, something else I really like about Google is its second nature. Like if you're used to going to Google, it is literally just one tiny click away. Whereas at least for me, going to ChatGPT, sometimes just logging into ChatGPT can take a couple minutes.
Like 4 seconds.
So Google has the integration factor going forward. They're making it very easy to use.
Correct.
So maybe in an upcoming episode, I'll do something about how I use AI for SEO purposes for both myself and for your site.
They would be bountiful bites. Hey, thank you so much for listening. We really hope that you find this helpful and useful. And if you do, what you could do for us as a thanks would be to, drumroll please, yes, leave a review. Yes, everybody says it, I know, but it really does make a difference. Take 3 seconds, leave as many stars, say something really nice about what you like about the podcast and maybe why other people would like it. It would mean the world to us, especially my husband. That better? All right, I'm going to try one where I'm not going to be charming.